So what is going on, guys? NandoPrince93 here with another video, and if you guys saw, today we got iOS 14.2.1. Now I'm definitely gonna have another video on iPadOS 14.2.1 once that's done installing, and we're gonna go over that. But just to get a quick little idea, some of the bug fixes that we're getting refer to some MMS failures when sending over to other devices. Then the second, it says made for iPhone hearing devices. Now I'm not sure if that's hearing aids, or maybe just Bluetooth headphones in general, or Bluetooth or Apple branded Bluetooth headphones in general. So I'm gonna take a look at that because I have had a few issues with my left AirPod Pro. Not enough where it's kind of a detriment and I can't use it, but sometimes it has a little bit of a hearing issue. So I don't know if that's hopefully gonna fix that issue. And then people with iPhone 12 minis were having lock screen problems where it would kind of mess up there and freeze there. So those are the things that Apple kind of told us. We're gonna go over those. But just to give you an idea, you're looking at about 171 megabytes for this download, so make sure you guys have at least maybe half a gig to get it installed. I actually had to get rid of some of my videos on my phone because I have a 128 gigabyte 12 Pro Max, so I had to create a little bit of space right there. But let's go to the build number. So if we go to the build number, tap on there, you see that we're on 18B121. So that's the build number for this iPhone. And so far it's been working pretty good. I've only had it for about an hour or so, but I did want to check on some of the things and some of the issues that we had before. So if I go into my messages, I wanted to make sure that the laggy keyboard is no longer there. So as you guys can see, it's good to go, at least on my end. And then the other thing was the scrolling, or on the lock screen when you have music playing. So if I lock my screen, tap on it, and then press this little AirPlay button, you can see that there's no real animation. It's just very, janky and kind of just goes straight there, versus when I unlock my device and go into that, that splash screen right there, you can see that when I press the AirPlay button, there's an animation that makes it look a little bit more fluid. So I don't know why Apple got rid of the lock screen animation for the AirPlay button, but, to each their own. And then I do want to touch on the MMS portion. So I remember I was sending a pretty long 4K video. It was about a minute and a half that I was trying to send via iMessage, and for some reason, it was probably because the file was too big that it wasn't being sent over, but it eventually failed to get over there, right? So I don't know if that's maybe something that was fixed on the MMS side that Apple claimed they fixed, or if it was just that the file was just a little bit too large to be sending over iMessage, and with the other person not having Wi-Fi on the other end. So those are things to take into consideration. And then another thing that I've noticed that actually people brought up on Twitter, so if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, be sure to do that, is with notifications. So apparently people are not getting their notifications like they used to, even though they have their notifications on. Like for instance, if I go to my Spark Mail, you guys can see that I have the badges on, right? And for some reason, it doesn't show that I have any emails, even though I do have a bunch of unread emails. Before, it would show the little badge icon, but you can see right there that with Spark Mail, I have 0 badge icons, and the notifications don't really come in. And then with Twitter, I just have all my notifications off. That's why the badge in there. But again, you can see that with the App Store, it does work. So I don't know if it's an application issue or if it's an Apple notification, prompt issue that maybe some applications are getting them and some aren't. So hopefully that gets fixed, because I hope that, we get our notifications like we used to. I know people turn them off on purpose just to make sure that we're not getting bombarded with notifications, but if you need stuff and you want it to actually turn on, like I do have it in my settings for Spark Mail, like I showed you guys, for some reason, those notifications are not working on my end, guys. But that's pretty much going to do it, right? I'm going to test out the battery over the course of the week. I just released a video on my 14.2 update for iOS, and the battery life has been absolutely amazing. So hopefully we don't get a detriment or anything bad that happens to the battery. I'm going to give it one more check for you guys. And you can see my screen on time is crazy, and I don't really charge it during the day. Like I make it an effort not to charge it even though I have cables everywhere. And you can see that it's been just a steady decrease all day long. And obviously I started off at 100% at around 6:50 in the morning. So I'll keep you guys posted on how the battery life does over time with this new update. But for now, that's going to be it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment below if you guys want to continue to see these iOS update videos, because I do like doing them. And I'll also have my iPadOS 14.21 coming out today. So be on the lookout for that one, guys. Peace.